We own hockey now. It's our sport. Thank you, Canada. It is our sport. 2 overtime winners. Men's and women's both win the gold. Love it. Love it. Amazing weekend, despite the snow. The New York Knicks are incapable of beating a good team in the NBA. So we're going to talk about it. And for the first time in over a decade, I sat down tonight and watched last week's episode of Monday Night Raw. And my goodness, it is the worst. It is the worst show on television. So sit back, strap in, take a ride with us through the valley.
When all is ready, Nick, flip that switch.
What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to ValleySportsPod. And we are now 4 or 5 days removed from when Timmy ate the Carolina Reaper pepper, ladies and gentlemen. How you feeling today, Tim?
I'm better than I was this weekend. It was a rough time eating that pepper. It was all in good fun, of course. I mean, not in the moment, really.
You know,
But
after the minute mark, you took it like a champ.
thank you.
You ran to the bathroom like a little bitch, but you took it like a champ. You did it better than I expected. I thought there were
Thanks.
going to be problems.
I also thought there would be problems.
That's all right.
Not that there wasn't, but
Me and Nick were your consultants. We told
Yeah.
you you'd be fine. No one's ever died from it. Knock
exactly.
on wood. No one's ever died from
When
it.
I knew that it became a little more comforting.
But we'll move on for that. The USA hockey teams, both women and men's, won the gold medal. For the first time ever, they both won in the same year. And for the men's, it's the first time they've won since 1980. It's been
Miracle on ice.
46 years.
Crazy. I mean, it's just like, it's like you were saying before we started that I was really more in fear for the women than the men, even though in the first 2 periods in the men's game, they were not giving them an inch either. Like,
Shout out to the women. They outscored everyone in that Olympics 33-2.
yeah.
One of the
killed it.
most dominating teams I've ever seen in any sport.
100%.
Shout out to all the women for that amazing gold medal win. My thing is that the U.S. team at points looked outmatched, and it was, especially late in the third, they were getting
Which one?
the men's.
Okay.
The men's U.S. team looked outmatched, and like they were just trying to survive and get through this period. The third period was a tough watch because it felt like they were on a 10-minute power play the last 10 minutes. It was insane.
You know, my dad went upstairs because he said he was being too negative. He was like, I'm sorry, I don't want to bring everybody down. I was like,
Dude, this game was
Okay.
anxiety ridden,
Yeah, I was gonna say it wasn't like a game where like
where you could have
you
fun.
comfortably dominated.
Yeah.
It was like one thing goes Canada's way, they have the gold.
mhm.
Yeah, like
And
McKinnon missing a wide open net.
Yeah.
that team is so. I still want to say give them their flowers. That team is so good.
Yeah.
I mean,
I saw people blaming Bennington. It was like
what?
he gave up 2
He
goals.
gave up a wide open
Yeah, like,
goal. Like, what's
There was no way to stop that.
You know,
the only person you could maybe blame is Makar for being lazy on defense, because you could tell in overtime 2 of the
is he
3
the one that got pushed off the puck?
that was
Renski?
Wasn't it?
McKinnon got pushed
Oh,
off the
McKinnon
puck.
got pushed off.
Makar was dragging, but people were saying they were cherry picking because they wanted to be golden goal boy. But you could see on the play when Hughes was coming up, Makar was dragging behind him and not going as hard because he didn't think that Rowensky was going to body block McKinnon and get it to Hughes.
Yeah,
Hell of a play by Rowensky, man.
it was awesome.
He should win the Norris, in my opinion. I think I was talking that.
Also, and then Hughes got robbed of the golden goal because the shot earlier in overtime, Bennington made a hell of a save
Bennington is one of the best on the planet.
when it comes to being in big games, not
Yeah,
best on the planet.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
well, I'm
he's
saying
like he's dog
like-
shit in certain
Yeah.
situations.
Yeah.
he's like that tweet I said. He's the Dominic Hasek's of Mike Smith.
Yes, he is a Game 7 clutch player.
Like I pretty sure Blues fans would give him the boot right away if they could
Really?
get out of that contract. Yeah,
You think so?
he's
100%. Yeah.
he's been so bad in the regular season that like he has like a good season here or there, and like he's not been that elite in the playoffs where like he blew the game last year where, with
Yes.
like
Mhm.
not that it was entirely his fault, but like it's
No,
not like
but
he's so good
It
in
sort
the,
of is at the same time.
it's not like he's so good where Blues fans are willing to
It's
take
because
like, a
of how
crappy
great
season.
he played in that Stanley Cup
Yeah,
run.
he was
It's why he's so
unstoppable.
it's why he's, and then the Four Nations win, and then
That
how
too.
great he was this run until
but-
the final.
But that cup was like 7 years ago now.
Yeah,
So
Yeah,
like,
you're right.
yeah.
God, was it that? It was pre-COVID. Jeez.
2019.
2019.
Oh my God.
the last pre-COVID one.
Wow.
Gross.
But then so it was a good game it was a good tournament by everyone. There were some teams that probably shouldn't have been there, but
What, like in the tournament in general?
yeah, like Italy.
Like Italy. I mean, they're the host
they gotta
nation.
give Italy their team.
They're the
though,
host
if they're
country, but, like,
Yeah.
You saw them and everyone it was like a practice day for the teams facing
it
them.
was
God.
so
Dude,
hilarious.
they were -7.5 in hockey.
That's why.
How are you -7.5?
Wilds.
But
You're more than a touchdown and an extra point in hockey.
other than that, it was a great tournament, and the two teams you expected to be there
We're there.
Yeah, in both men's and women's.
They
honestly.
set the standards on how world tournaments should be played because every team played until their last dying breath. Like Crosby could not play in the cold game because he physically could not play. He 100% would have played if he had any
thought
ounce.
he was gonna, even if he had like a full-on broken leg, was gonna manage to get out there
I know,
somehow.
but he's out 4 weeks now.
Yeah, no.
And then you
he's
got crybabies like our friend Peter, who was on the pod, crying that he can't play in the Penguins. The audacity to say that he doesn't like the Olympics.
Yeah, let's tackle that first. I mean, our friend Peter, he has a lot of wild opinions, but saying I don't like the Olympics is one of the most wild things I've ever heard. First off, he's one of the biggest hockey fans I know, and this is for him. This
Yes.
this is what he should be super into always and everything. And now he's like, well, fuck. I mean, I don't have Crosby when he comes back. So
And it's like,
meh.
like really? USA just won for the first time in 46 years.
But yeah, I was gonna say I think that's a risk. Every player goes into. I don't think they're really worried about like, oh, am I gonna get injured and then miss the rest of the season?
Or at least hockey
That's what I'm
aren't
saying.
worried. Yeah.
yeah.
The baseball is a different story. We'll
Yeah.
talk about them because they really pissed me off with what's going on right now.
Yeah.
It's a joke. But I want to say this was a great Olympics.
Oh, it was so awesome.
I haven't fully been this invested in Olympics in a while, and this was a great overall experience.
I will say since probably Rio in 2016.
Like pre-COVID.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not into.
Well, I mean, you had Pyeongchang in 2018. That was the winter one, and that was actually a decent Olympics. But definitely, I want to say like either London or Rio. I mean, I know those are summer, so it's different, but those were the last times where I was like glued to my TV as much as I possibly could be watching, and that's how I felt this time around. Didn't even matter, honestly, if the U.S. wasn't in it.
I'm not into the Summer Olympics. I watch it, but I'm not. I feel like the sports in the Winter Olympics fascinate me more. Plus, I have the hockey, which is a big deal to me.
Yeah.
So I feel like
Hey, I mean, when flag football comes, you're going to be invested.
No, probably not.
Honestly, I might have.
I gotta watch that.
Yeah.
I like for the summer. I like the track and field sports, sports I don't usually get to watch. But
gymnastics I like a lot.
Gymnastics is such an impressive sport.
It's so crazy.
Being an
they could all lift themselves up like that.
Yeah, like especially coming from someone who has like no coordination and no athletic ability. It's definitely an impressive sport.
Yeah. I am very happy that we took the sport of hockey from Canada. It's now our sport, Canada. We beat you at it, and you can stop crying online. End of story. Just congratulate us and move on. Because when you beat our ass in 2010, we let you have your flowers. 2014, we let you have your flowers.
They did not beat our ass in 2010.
Well, they still beat us.
Yes, they beat us. They didn't beat our ass, though. Went into overtime.
Okay. We scored with like 10 seconds left to tie it. It's okay.
Fair.
But like I'm saying, this is our moment to gloat, and they're trying to ruin it by turning it into and dividing us and saying all this bullshit. At the end of the day, I don't know why we can't just celebrate. We won a gold medal. Who cares what happens?
As America, just
be happy.
Be happy. Men, women.
Like somehow we finally did something that's never happened for our country, and yet somehow we're divided. Whether it's political bullshit or all that stuff, I don't give a fuck. Just be happy we won. Who cares who does what? Whose views is this? Who gives a fuck? Genuinely, who cares?
I'm with you, man. I'm totally with you. It's just a thing that we have to deal with for the next few weeks.
Alyssa Liu literally freaking gravitates on the ice and does insane shit.
Yeah,
Do I
she's
give a
stuck
fuck
in
what her
everything.
views are? No.
Yeah, exactly.
She won and she's
Separate it.
awesome.
Gotta
And she has
separate it.
aura.
She has aura.
Like, awesome. You won me a gold medal. And I mean, not me personally, but like you won the country a
us,
gold
yeah.
medal. It's cool.
It is.
When what's his name? Ilya finally lost the competition.
Quad God.
Like, I was so disgusted and disappointed.
Yeah, it was rough. I felt bad for that kid.
I mean, I will say I think the girls jinxed them. I'm sorry to say this. They posted a TikTok of it was Isabeau and Alyssa Yu, and they like shook hands. They're like two like I don't even know, it was like 2 something at the Olympics, and then it cuts to him standing in the background, and then it's like the one motherfucker that hasn't lost a competition in 2 years.
Boy.
Yeah, literally. And all the comments were like, "Yep, there's the jinx."
There it is.
There was also a this has nothing to do with the United States. A Norwegian skier, I want to say, who has like 10 gold medals now, which is ridiculous.
Never
Or
heard of
10
that.
or 11. He's like a cross country skier, and I think he got like 3 golds this Olympics. But he's like one of the most decorated Olympians in history.
Yeah, that is like the craziest stuff you'll ever see. Those people, I mean, I remember when I was younger watching and being like, why did they like fall down immediately and have like drool hanging out of their mouth? And then you watch it when you're older and you're like, oh, maybe because they're using every single muscle ever in the body to do that for 26 miles.
You know, I got one more thing before we move on. I saw that the Netherlands are like disgusting at speed skating. Have you seen like they won like 45 medals?
They have been for a while.
Can someone get a stick in their hands? I got to see these guys on the playing hockey if they're this fast. Like that's hilarious.
I mean,
do they even have a hockey team? No, right?
You don't always tack on the coordination with that.
I know, but I'm just
think
trying to make a joke.
They do, but I don't know if they're good.
Yeah,
they would. I
couldn't name one Netherlands player ever.
They would have to like qualify probably, which would be a long shot.
Do you consider Dutch if you're from the Netherlands?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Just
they're Dutch.
So moving on. The World Baseball Classic is just around the corner, which means baseball season is around the corner. And I'm very disgusted and disappointed in some of our American players because it's clear they don't take it as close to as serious as hockey players do. Our illustrious, amazing pitcher, Tariq Skubal, has decided to only pitch once for the entire World Baseball Classic because he's, I guess, conserving for an organization that could give 2 shits about him, an organization that's probably not going to pay him what he wants and is going to trade him away. So I don't understand what is the incentive to that. Why not?
I understand it. I think
it's lame.
I think pitchers are going to be more careful. I think
they should be, honestly.
Like,
why? Because of the Edwin Diaz incident?
Not even that.
No, because you could just destroy your arm at any moment. I feel like with the batters you could get hurt, but it's less likely because you're taxing yourself less. But like for a pitcher, I mean, obviously everyone wants to see Skubal go out and pitch the big games for the United States, but the way this tournament's shaping up, it's just going to be disappointment. Everyone's going to be like, oh, it's best on best, and then like it's not going to be best on best.
U.S. has the highest odds to win as of today, February 25th. USA's plus 190 to win the World Baseball Classic. You can get Japan at plus 330.
How many teams are in it?
16, I think.
I was going to say 16.
Great Britain's in it.
I was very That game's going to be a minus 15 spread for the U.S.
It's just like, oh dear, here the ball comes.
Oh no, you could have the angry Britain fans in our fucking comments.
I doubt there's going to be any angry British baseball fans.
Are there even British baseball fans?
I'll tell you one thing. God forbid if USA ever wins the World Cup. Listen, world, if we ever took the World Cup seriously, it's over for you guys. Because you think we're insufferable now for stealing sports? England, we already beat you at your own sport and took it from you. You can't even host the World Cup, let alone win it. If we ever take soccer seriously, oh boy, we will be insufferable. Insufferable.
Yeah, we might lose followers, actually.
I mean, I don't think we have any soccer or football followers. But, I mean, the World Cup is this summer.
Yeah,
which that I'm very excited for.
Yes, it is very exciting, especially because
that's another thing Peter doesn't like.
Yeah.
Of course he
What
doesn't.
else? What else
'cause
is
I think he said that on the podcast when we did the episode with him.
Did he?
I don't like
I
soccer.
think it was him.
Because we were talking about the turf at MetLife.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they're definitely not going to use that turf.
No, they can't. They can't. Like, it's like if you're not going to use it for this event that comes every 4 years and has like, I think the women hosted it in Jersey in '98, but I don't think the men have ever had it in the United States.
The World Cup?
Yeah. I know the women have.
I feel like, no, they had the Olympics in Atlanta in '96 because you know who won the gold medal that year?
Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle with the broken freaking neck. When I found out that was real, that's
It
hype.
was just like I said when I told my cousin not that long ago. He was like, wait, actually? Like, he actually won an Olympic gold medal? I was like, yes, it was not just the gimmick. Kurt Angle is an Olympic gold medalist. And he won with a broken freaking neck.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that, and I was a little confused at first because I was like, am I thinking of the right person? But obviously. I also found out today, this has nothing to do with anything. Brock Lesnar's son is apparently a good hockey prospect. Yeah.
No way. I
Dude,
mean, hey, if they're from Minnesota,
he's
they gotta be
gigantic.
good at this.
He's gigantic.
Well, also,
They're both
Lesnar
defensemen.
is just a natural genetic freak.
Yes.
Like, I've said it before. Every now and then you just get some of those guys who are born genetically superior to other people. He is one of them.
Dude, he left WWE in 2004 in April of WrestleMania. That summer made the Vikings training camp and made it to the last round of cuts the week before week 1.
Crazy.
How does that even happen?
And then goes to UFC and beats up everybody.
And wins the heavyweight championship.
On like his 4th match or something.
That's not human.
He's just a freak of nature.
Yeah.
There's no way around
That's like
it.
a once-in-a-generation type athlete.
He was like an All-American all 4 years in high school.
I'm pretty sure he didn't lose in college.
He didn't lose in college, which is
Wrestling.
Another crazy thing. Like,
you know who his roommate was in college?
Who?
Shelton Benjamin.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
that's kind of cool.
They went to Iowa together.
Oh, that makes sense. I mean, he was another insanely gifted technical wrestler.
He's one of the best athletes they ever had.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, the shit he was doing in that ring.
And like going up the ladder while it was leaning on the ropes.
God. Insane. But you want to get ranting about those Knicks?
Oh, yes, I do.
Woo!
Yeah. So we could beat Houston coming back from like down 20, and that was cool. It was at home and everything. The crowd was behind us. Everybody was hyped up. They just cannot beat like you said, an Eastern Conference contender to save their lives. Anytime it's against like
Cleveland, Detroit, Boston outside of that one Sunday game.
I was just going to say outside of the game on the Super Bowl.
Yep.
And it's just like I'm watching and I'm like, I could see in Kat's face when they lost last night being like, we'll get you in the playoffs. It's like, dude, that's not what you can be thinking right now. How about you think, hey, actually, we're kind of dropping. Maybe we should make sure we have a secured playoff spot and not have to drop to the play-in tournament. And yeah, it's just first.
I don't think they'll ever drop to the play-in tournament.
No, they won't.
Little slight exaggeration.
Yeah,
but I don't want them like a 5th seed. They're not. They should be at this point minimum 3 seed.
Yes, they should be, and I get it. Like, well, first off, I don't think Cleveland keeps this up because eventually Donovan Mitchell is going to slow down, and it's almost reminding me of 2011 Derrick Rose, where he's driving it, he's scoring all these points, he's doing everything for the team, and you're going to run out of gas eventually, especially once you get to the playoffs. And
they also ran into the Heat. They're not there. There's no teams like that in the Eastern Conference.
Very true.
But, and then what is with the Detroit Pistons in this like this cock me attitude, the Bad Boys 2.0? Like, did you see K the other night throwing people on the ground?
He's an
ass.
ass.
What is going on?
Personally, I like Cade. I think actually he should be in the lead for MVP.
He's gonna win it because of the stupid 65 game rule.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
He's gonna freaking win it.
Actually, I don't think that's that stupid.
Well, I was gonna say
I don't like that.
I don't think it's stupid.
65's a lot.
I feel. Don't you complain about players having maintenance all the time?
I understand that, but it gets to a point because then it cuts it down to like two. Isn't Jokic going to be out of the qualifying for that?
Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy. Just because
I mean,
Was he actually injured though?
yes.
What if is there any way to do they count it as maintenance or do they like tell you it's an injury? Players
Depends on the player.
yeah.
Like Embiid literally came
I was
out
gonna
one
say,
year and said, "I'm not
Yeah,
playing back
I'm
to
not
back."
playing back-to-back
what if you just
games.
like I was gonna say what if you just excluded it if you're taking maintenance days
I don't
instead
think
of
they do that.
Yeah,
Adam
I-
Silver doesn't like to make the fans happy.
Yeah.
that's what I'm suggesting instead.
Worst
So
commissioner in sports.
If you're like legitimately injured, it's separate. Like you're not just taking a rest just to have fun.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. It does. But no, I actually like you have to play a certain amount of games to be eligible for this, because if you circle back to a lot of times this has happened in the NHL, specifically the one incident I'm thinking of, Nikita Kucherov. It was Kucherov, right?
The shortened season where he had the hip surgery.
Yeah, and as soon as the playoffs came, they were like, "All right, go get in there, you." It's like, no, that's not fair.
Well,
it isn't.
They closed that loophole now, so you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I'm just saying. This reminds me.
What did they end up doing again?
What do you mean?
Like what did they do to close the loophole?
Well, they just added a salary cap in the playoffs because it used to just be you had a salary cap for the 82 games, but once it hits the playoffs, no salary cap.
Oh, okay.
So when Mark Stone was the classic example at NHL fans, where every February he'd magically get injured and get put on long-term IR.
And then come back and score the first goal of the playoffs.
Yeah. So what happens with long-term IR is your cap doesn't count. So you can go and acquire a player, and then when he comes back, it doesn't matter if your cap hit is over the
when they
salary
had
cap.
they had that deadline, then when they got like hurdle.
So if you were paying, I'll just give you an example. If you were paying, McDavid $12 million and you put him on long-term IR, that's $12 million in cap space. And then once he's making $12 million and you acquired another star player, it wouldn't matter if you're 12 or 15 million over the cap because there is no cap.
And that's crazy because the owner actually went out of his way and get rid of something that everyone was complaining about. Yet Adam Silver does the opposite. He's tournament man.
So Gary Bettman, I've had some beefs with him personally. We know each other. I'm just kidding.
Out of the four big sports, I think he's fourth worst.
I feel like he tries to like understand the business side and the fans' perspective, and you can't win both. But like he makes adjustments, like he got players to the Olympics. He said, "Okay, we want best on best. We got the 4 nations, and we're gonna do World Cups from now on." Like some of the games, like he does a little too much outdoor games, but at least he tries.
Yeah,
like
I agree.
One, I'll give you this. These are the commissioners in order of how bad they are.
Can I guess what you're gonna?
Yes.
Adam Silver.
Yes.
Roger Goodell.
No,
I think
Manfred's 2.
You think so?
Goodell's 3. Because Goodell's like a idiot and does stupid shit.
I will get it right.
At least the product is still fine. Like this year's NFL product was very good.
It was because they weren't throwing as many roughing the passer flags.
Manfred actively, besides the pitch clock, has done nothing but make the game worse.
Was one of the best things they ever did.
Did you see the new ABS shit? This is going to make the games even longer now. The Yankees challenged 7 balls and strikes today. 7. So every time they got to stop the game and check to see if it's a ball or strike.
You have that many. Like, what?
That's what happens when you have a 75-year-old man behind the plate calling balls and strikes.
Yeah.
Just put a robot behind the plate. What's so hard?
A robot or just somebody whose eyes work properly?
I know why. It's because the umpire union is worse than the freaking...
It is.
I don't even know. What's the best union in the world? I don't even know. They're better than that one. Like, I can't even think of it. That's what I've heard. I heard the umpire union is, like, insanely crazy.
Well, I mean, all
it's
of the
so
ref
hard to get
unions are
fired.
insanely crazy.
Like, you know what's bad when Angel Hernandez had a job for that long? Or that guy who effed up that perfect game had a job for that long.
That was bad. No. Oh, with Detroit, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that was so
Galarraga,
terrible.
or whatever his name was.
Oh, I was so mad.
I can't even watch that play, like, without cringing. It's, like, disgusting. And then they gave him a Corvette. Wow, thanks.
Cool.
Who did they give a Corvette?
To the pitcher that they messed up the perfect game on for the Tigers.
I didn't know that.
They didn't take it. They didn't count it as a perfect game.
I know. because you technically can't like go back and rewrite
Yeah.
history, I
Yeah.
guess.
I mean, nowadays they could have challenged it.
Yeah, you know what? You're right.
To
It
be
could
fair,
have went on for another hour just worth of challenges.
I don't mind the challenges. I just feel like if you have, I don't know how the rules are going to work with the ABS, because I know like
It's gonna be bad.
Spring training is an experiment.
Well, that's what I'm saying is like
Well, they have it in the regular
7
season this year.
straight
They
pitches.
have it in the
It wasn't 7 straight
Oh,
pitches
was it?
overall in the game.
Okay.
they have
Yes, that's not terrible.
they have it in the regular season, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be like very limited, like the amount of challenges you get.
Okay, that's
This
good
way, it's not like
because
this.
remember,
The Titans.
yeah, great movie.
Remember the Titans?
When I mean, it still sort of is a thing in the NBA, but how specifically Philly, when we played them in the playoffs a few years ago, anytime something didn't go their way,
Dude, it was bad.
and it
The
was
Hawks
like,
too.
okay, you need to. If they do it twice, then you're like, okay, you're challenging it now. We're not playing this. Go talk to your coach and spend 5 minutes.
Like they
figuring
get
out
up,
if you want
be like
to.
this, go call to their coach. Oh no, we're not challenging. Like
Yeah,
no.
If you give the signal twice,
Like if a player does this in the NFL by accident, that's the timeout,
exactly.
and then he's benched.
So, yeah,
Actually, I will say, sometimes it does take too long in hockey, but generally the challenge system has been okay.
their challenge system is better than the others.
Theirs is also more cut and dry. Like, is he past the blue line?
That is goalie interference they're terrible with. There's
Oh my
the
god!
rule.
They always will be.
the interpretation is different from like referee to referee, and then they go to Toronto and the interpretation comes out different. They haven't figured it out because the rule book is so like vague about it.
The rules.
But yeah,
Oh, the Rangers gonna get McKenna.
there's a lot to go on before we can start talking about that.
Hey, at least our boys showed out. JT Miller was perfect on the penalty kill.
I feel like this is an example of Ranger fans not understanding the problems with the team. Is that it's not like, it's not JT Miller's fault and it's not, Vincent Trocheck's fault. It's the fact that the rest of the team sucks
Yeah.
and that they're the only good players on it.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
And I feel like it showed in the Olympics. Not that they scored a lot, but they played a big role in the penalty kill, which
Yeah.
was perfect and stuff. But like, yeah, those guys are grinders. They'll go out and win you games.
Oh, 100%.
you just-
If they got traded to a playoff team, they'd be 100%
Yeah,
great assets.
You just have to. I know they're gonna hate hearing this, but you're just gonna have to be patient because this is not gonna be the year.
You said
Yeah,
that about Giants fans, and
Yeah.
they weren't happy about that one.
I mean, if there was any fan base that should have accepted the patience factor, it should have been the Giants this year. I mean, you saw
Well,
what Dark
now
was
it's
giving you.
now it's now or never. Like, I'm expecting a minimum of 7 wins.
Now or never is a bit crazy statement.
There's
But
there's a certain degree of patience. If Jets fans run out of patience, I would totally understand. Giants fans too in this situation, like the past 10 years, they've sucked.
Yeah.
They're the worst team in football, right?
yeah.
Uh-huh.
But like Rangers fans, it's been 2 rough years, and they said they're officially like retooling, they're
Mhm.
rebuilding.
Yeah, with the letter
Relax, like it's not going to be a dramatic
overnight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you're gonna have to wait a little. Anyway,
Anyways, right. I just really hope the Knicks get their shit together. When the
too.
playoffs start, we go further than the Eastern Conference Final for once
Please.
in my lifetime.
Please.
I mean, I guess 99, but I'm
We-
infant.
Yeah. We don't remember that.
But one more thing before we finish up today. I, for the first time in 10 years, sat down and watched Monday Night Raw. And first thing I just want to say, did you see what WWE did for their Elimination Chambers event this Saturday?
I see it's going in theaters.
No. So in an effort, first off, their ticket sales are down. WrestleMania, thank the Lord, is down 30%. I'm saying thank the Lord because your prices are a disgrace. Your greed is through the roof. You're charging $40,000 for essentially nothing, meaning Liv Morgan, congrats, and taking pictures in the ring. You're not even getting first row.
You go down the stage, you got to take a picture. You
Yes.
meet Liv Morgan.
And
Join
now,
up.
Elimination Chamber is Saturday in Chicago, which is a big city for them. They can't even sell out. So in an effort to,
That's bad because that is a wrestling city.
yes,
Yeah, I'm following.
so in an effort to increase ticket sales, WWE/TKO, all this, Nick Khan, Triple Idiot, Triple Nose, decided to black out watch parties within a 30-mile radius of the stadium
Absolutely.
I did see that. You did send that.
in an effort to make them go to the stadium instead. Guess what these people are going to do? They're just going to go home and not even watch.
Exactly. That's the thing.
These venues should find an illegal live stream. And that would
No,
be the fun.
it gets. I said, Nick, it's funny. I said that. I said, dude, if I was a bar, I'd be like, F you, I'll just do it myself. They are paying people to go to bars and fine people to fine them $10,000 for illegally streaming. Yes,
that's wild.
That's a thing with do you know Sky Sports? They're European. Yeah. They would do that in Europe. They had people fine people $10,000 for illegally streaming at bars at events.
This sounds like a CIA operation.
Yes,
like if you took out WrestleMania, it'd be one of the stories that dude would tell.
Yeah, John Kiriakou, my favorite man ever. If you ever somehow see this, I will talk to you for 3 hours straight of anything. That man has so many stories. I've seen 40 different videos of him. It's always a different story. He is the funniest man alive. Have you seen this guy?
I haven't. You'll have to send me.
The guy from the CIA where he tells his stories about how he was like in the Middle East and like.
I hung up the phone. Next thing you know, 47 cruise missiles into Baghdad.
Someone said, get the hummus.
I do have to watch this guy, I guess.
Oh, he's hysterical. Did you see the one where the other day where he told about how he tried to buy Abraham Lincoln's poop?
No, I did not see that one.
He's like, yeah, one time I went to an auction and they were selling Abraham Lincoln's last turd from Ford's Theater and my wife wouldn't let me buy it. He's like someone bought it for $5,000.
That's it. I'm surprised. Thought that would go higher.
What is it? I don't want to go into it.
Formaldehyde, probably.
Apparently he said. First off, another thing that I love about him, he is such a good storyteller. I'm entranced when this guy talks. It's hilarious. His stories are hilarious. I know I'm glazing him to no end, but he's like, yeah, when they went to the play and before he got shot, he went to go take a dump and then he came back to his seat and John Wilkes Booth shot him. And then someone that night had the gall to go collect his poop.
Wow.
I like people that could just, not just him, I like people that could just tell stories for like 45 minutes without the other person saying anything. And you're just like, listen, you're on the edge of your seat.
Yeah. It's funny because one of his podcast videos is like 4 hours long. And like every time someone sees a new clip from it, everyone's like, yo, bro, how long is this podcast? Like, how is this guy never told the same story twice? Like, he's literally everywhere. Our phones are listening to us. You're going to see it on your TikTok later.
Then, yeah.
It's going to be him in slow motion telling some story about how he blew up a building in Pakistan.
Oh, yeah.
He's one of his funny stories where he's like, yeah, I had to go to Pakistan. They want to put me in the 5-star Marriott. He's like, mother, if they were going to blow up a building, which one do you think it would be? Yeah. Needless to say, 2 weeks later, that building blew up and killed 300 people.
Jeez.
Like it's the stories like that, and then they like slow down at the parts.
God.
It's so funny.
Oh.
Man, he's funny.
Yeah, I'll have to check him out.
But I said, for the first time in 10 years, I decided to sit down and watch Monday Night Raw because for some reason, 2 million people still watch this show. And needless to say, it was the worst television show I've ever watched. 2.5 hours passed. No storylines were developed. There were 0 interesting segments, 0 interesting matches. Every match had 3 commercial segments.
Wild. Disgrace.
There were 12 ads in total. And I watched the worst match of all time. This match, first off, it was Maxine Dupree versus Natalya. I didn't even know who half these people were. I know who Natalya was.
Natalya is still wrestling?
Yeah, apparently she was.
Oh.
She didn't get an entrance. She got the jobber entrance.
Oh, boy.
So they start brawling in the ring. Maxine throws the worst drop kick you'll ever see, gets tossed out of the ring, gets thrown over the barricade. She jumps at Natalya. Then she throws Natalya into the barricade. Then she jumps at her. Natalya pushes her with her boots. She goes headfirst into the pole, falls to the ground like she just got shot by a sniper. I swear to God. She's laying on the floor lifeless.
God.
I swear to God. Laying on the floor lifeless. The referee looks at her and calls the match. 1 minute, 30 seconds. Yes, she got knocked out by a normal wrestling move. I'm not joking. I swear to God.
She actually got knocked out?
No, but in storyline, she got knocked out.
And they called the match because of that. Wow.
It was the worst minute and a half I've ever watched in my entire life.
You should show the people your notes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I took notes.
Guy over here took all these notes.
And the increasing commercial break.
Oh, yeah. I took notes for this entire show of Raw. And, of course, Triple H had to have his voice on the Then, Now, and Forever.
Yeah.
Like, that's the first thing you hear is Triple H's voice.
Triple idiot.
And also, why is there no intro anymore? There's no hype intro. It just,
I don't know. Netflix?
Timmy, the show just starts. It literally just cuts to the crowd, dead silent, like you're at you just came in for an assembly for third grade.
So it would be
Can
like
we hear the pin drop?
it would
Yes.
be like if we started a live stream. Like that's how it starts, pretty much.
Yes.
Oh.
And the stage is boring. There was no pyro.
The stage has been boring for years.
There was no pyro, like no fireworks. And the song for Raw was horrible. It was Meg the Stallion. Like, why do we not have like cool rock and roll anymore?
We need like Korn to do a reunion album.
Korn.
Korn always does music.
Are they still there? Still,
Yeah.
Okay, because they were
I haven't listened to them in a while, but I know they still make music.
they were big on Vince McMahon's list.
Really?
Yeah. It
I-
was
I
like
could
one
see
of the
why.
5 bands that he used.
Saliva, Limp Bizkit.
Limp Bizkit. It was like the new metal stuff.
Korn, Motorhead.
Liv Morgan talked, picked Vakir, crowd could care less. Liv punched Vakir. I hate this show. That's what I wrote for that one segment.
Oh, that's great.
The Judgment Day is still a thing. Tension forever, never ending. Finn Balor fighting for the world title. His record on TV in 2025 is 8-28. Yes, I looked this up. Amazing stuff, Triple H.
When NXT was all those guys were supposed to be the next big things.
Brock Lesnar came out. He's with Paul Heyman now. He didn't even speak. Declared open challenge for Mania. Segment ends. Ad.
They didn't even have anybody come
No.
out.
A crate appeared that says do not open until Elimination Chamber. I hate this show. The biggest pop was a man who debuted in 2002. I hate this show. 1 hour and 20 minutes in. One match where someone got hurt. One match that was 1 minute long. 6 commercial breaks. I hate this show. I wrote that 7 times. This show has 0 stars wrestling. Nobody impactful wrestles ever. More ads on the ring than wrestling matches in a 2.5-hour show.
Another commercial.
Another commercial. Yeah, I have like 5 pages of notes. This show is horrible. Ladies and gentlemen, if you genuinely sit down and watch the show every single week, I don't know how you do it. There's no storyline. You know what's the funniest thing? The first match was an Elimination Chamber qualifier match.
Isn't it happening on Sunday?
Yes, Saturday. Yes. And I looked this up because I remember the story. Do you remember in 2005 when they had the chamber with
It's like
Triple H, Chris Benoit, and all them?
It's like 3 weeks before it was decided who was in the
3
chamber.
weeks. It was a month before.
It was a month.
Because I had to look this up. The chamber was on January 8th. On December 13th, Eric Bischoff decided that all 5 of them were going to be in the chamber because they had to vacate the title because they had a match where Triple H got tapped out and pinned at the same time by Benoit's
That's right.
Edge. Yeah. But no, there's no such thing as a storyline. They're just all fighting for fun. They're all tweeners. There's no heels and faces.
Oh, there's no such thing anymore.
CM Punk comes out, talks, another commercial, nothing happened. Crowd went silent after song ended. Title is so ugly, my goodness. Boring, boring, boring. Io Sky entrance, another commercial. WWE 2K ad with 3 covers that has Triple H on them. This is the show. I'm not joking. You think I'm kidding with this show. It's terrible.
I don't think anyone thinks.
Kyrie-
I really don't.
Kyrie saying Raquel get no entrance, another pointless triple threat. Her nickname is Big Mama Cool. Who writes this stuff?
Whose nickname is Big Mama?
Raquel.
That's stupid.
Like Big Daddy Cool, Big
Yes,
Mama Cool.
I understood. Yeah.
Another commercial. Io Sky is awesome. That was my one happiness. Io Sky is awesome.
Mhm.
Big Mama won. I'm falling asleep. I bet another commercial's coming, and it did. Balor vs. Punk Saturday, 0 segments for it. Just end me.
At the end of it.
No, it's Keeps going.
Oh my God.
AJ Styles tribute. Undertaker comes out, says he's in the Hall of Fame. Show's over. Horrific 2.5 hours of television. Embarrassing show.
Wow.
0 meaningful stories, 0 interesting segments, 0 amazing matches, 12 ads, pointless show.
Sounds pretty pointless to me.
What did they set up for Saturday?
Doesn't sound like much. Sounds like they told us who would be wrestling, and that's
So,
about it.
What is the story? What brings you to want to watch next week? Genuinely,
I don't know, man.
every week back then when we were watching, they left on like a cliffhanger or something
just
happened.
Something
where
was
you
planned
have to-
for next week
or like-
already.
Like, did you feel left out? Did you have FOMO for missing the show?
No, why would I?
Exactly. It's the worst show on television. WWE is in the worst state ever. And if you actually go out and spend money to go to WrestleMania, please find something better to do. I'm so sorry. Do not give WWE this money because it's going to incentivize them to do better and make a better product. Because they do have talent. They have good people.
Do.
They've had talent over the years.
Yeah,
And
100%. They just always recycle or bury.
and the problem is because they don't want someone to be a bigger star than Triple H or the company itself.
Yeah, Triple H is threatened.
I don't know, man. But shout out USA. At least they gave me happiness this weekend.
Baby. Didn't think I'd break out the jersey again so quickly.
I
but
mean,
had
I
to.
mean, you had to. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
I
have a
absolutely
USA. I
had
got
to.
Tage, who was on the team. So
I have to buy something.
Yeah, you got it, Nick.
I'd-
Get in on it.
I kind of wanted that picture with Jack Hughes, the toothless.
That's
but
a great picture.
I do love the picture, but he's also a devil. So
Yeah, I
feel
know.
like
That's the other thing is I'm like, when we return to the NHL, I have to remember that these
That we
guys
hate
are on different teams.
yes,
yeah, he's on the team that I hate the most.
at least I can
like-
root for Tage though. He's the Buffalo's not really a big rival.
I feel like with hockey, I mean, you guys probably do as well. Other sports though, like I feel like if a great team beats you, I'll be like, yeah, that player is a hell of a player, kind of thing.
Mhm.
Like,
Yo, you don't got people hate Matthew Tkachuk like with a burning passion because he wins, and like you got like Canadians saying that he's the team award merchant. Do you hear that? They call him the
Yes,
team
I have
award
been hearing
the
that.
team award merchant.
so I don't like him though on the ice because he's like an agitator and stuff, but like he's obviously a very effective player.
Did you see what he said to Leon Draisaitl when they were playing
Yes.
Germany?
Yes, that was
He-
funny.
When they went to the bench, he looks over at Leon, who's about to get on. He goes, "Oh, Leon, always the bridesmaid, never the bride."
I will say, one man that probably does hate Matthew Tkachuk is Connor McDavid because
I
You
would
think
so.
Leon went home that day and was like, "Can you please beat him this
Yeah,
week?"
Probably.
He was on his knees, probably begging. I can't take losing to this guy anymore.
Leon's kind of a moody guy.
Yeah, he
Gets cranky.
in non-playoffs. He doesn't. He gets his goal and doesn't care anymore. Never bet Leon Draisaitl 2 shots because he'll score on the first shot and never shoot again.
It's true.
I was just thinking because Matthew Tkachuk has beat him the past 2 fight, not Leon. I mean, obviously Leon too, but Connor McDavid the past 2 cup runs and
Just beat him in
the gold
Olympics.
medal game. And I mean, I know obviously everyone knows Connor McDavid's a better player. Although I will say, Tkachuk is the kind of guy that Connor McDavid would love to have on his team.
Oh my
'Cause
God!
that would
That's a
actually
weapon.
push them over the edge.
Yeah.
So people bring up that argument, and I don't really care what people say online because they're all a bunch of losers to me. But except our fans, they're
yeah,
cool.
we love you guys.
Yeah.
But no,
Shout out to
you know
VSP
the people I'm talking about that just complain about everything and just can't appreciate anything.
That's the problem with social media. Everything is downplayed. Like USA just did an amazing accomplishment. They have to find a way to downplay it.
Yeah.
So like Matthew Tkachuk, people argue, yeah, he's a team merchant, whatever. He is on good teams, but the Panthers won the President's Trophy the year before they acquired him, had a historic season for them, and got eliminated in the second round. So they went out and got him. It was a little controversial at the time because they traded away Huberdeau, who was a
Yep.
great Panther, but they wanted a guy that could play a certain way because they realized that in the playoffs, your raw talent isn't going to just push you. And they got him. been to 3 straight cup finals.
Yeah.
It doesn't just, it's not magically because the team got better. It's because
It's
they
'cause-
said, we want to go in this direction. These are the kind of guys who win. You could hate him all you want. And you could think he's the most, I think he's an annoying guy. I think he could be a pest. I think he could get under your skin. But like the way he plays is the way.
I mean, look at who they went out and got this year, or excuse me, last year. Another guy who's severely hated by everyone in the league.
Marchand.
Marchand.
Ugh, I
Yeah.
hate that guy.
See, there it is.
Bet I straighten your teeth for you.
Another guy everyone hates, Tom Wilson, but they would love on their team.
Yeah, so the thing is with hockey, especially in the cup, you want these like gritty,
You
annoying
need that.
ass players. Like Patrick Maroon was annoying. And I know like people want to say, oh, well, he wasn't that important. Yeah, he was on the 4th line and 3rd line and stuff. But like
Those lines are very important
They
in
are.
the playoffs.
Or
yeah,
go-
you don't just win on accident. You need the right team makeup, and you need the talent, and you need the defense, and you need the coaching, but you need like these like, I hate to use the word intangibles because sometimes people overrate that. Like, you'll have a 4th liner and be like, oh, he brings the intangibles. Like, no, he's just holding a team back. No, I'm talking about like guys like that could play and do those things. That's what you want.
Yeah. Well said, Nick.
Yeah,
Well
I
said.
like that.
As always, our Oracle, our Google, our
Our main man.
yeah.
My main man, Nick. My main man, Vern.
But with that being said, till next time, and there will be that next time. This is George from Valley Sports Pod. If you want 89, that's a wrap. Episode 29 in the books. Gold medal team USA for the women's and men's.
It is the Brock Nelson episode.
All right, I'll give him that. I'll
Yeah,
give him
you-
that. It won't be anyone
you
else
have
because
to.
he is an Olympic gold medalist.
Yeah.
He's actually, he's comes from like he's like the 3rd generation of Olympic gold medalists for the United
Yes.
States. It's
Know
like
that.
non-existent because we hadn't won anything in 46 years. So
Yeah.
the fact that he's part of that is
And
interesting.
shout out to Jack Hughes and Quinn Hughes' parents for having them and gifting us 2 amazing
I was like,
American
I was gonna
athletes
say, what?
because they were both a big asset in the
Yes, they were.
Olympic win.
I get what you were saying. I just didn't know where that was going.
Yeah, that was.
But Timmy, give it to me one more time.
Nick, flip that switch.
Bye, everyone.